Hello everybody, Mick Mac is here, and I want to discuss about generic and government bullion, silver specifically, and the goods and bads of investing in it. And this type of metal is all about timing, and that's it. If you get in at the right time, you're going to see a very outstanding records amount of return for your money. And if you get in at the wrong time, you're going to get hurt like I did, especially if you have to cash out. And you know what? I may have cashed out at the high point. Just throwing it out there, or midpoint. Now, there is 2 time frames that silver bullion here now was a transfer of wealth. Not collectible coins. They're not made to get rich at all. It's a steady, you know what I'm saying? It might go down a little bit and then rise up again and keep going, okay? That is, to me, a preservation of wealth. Those type of coins. The lunar coins and some other coins that are out there that slowly but surely increase throughout time. That's preservation of wealth. Bullion silver is a transfer of wealth, but the timing has got to be right, or you're going to get hurt. It's plain and simple. It's all timing. And what you have to decide, newcomers, if you're getting in there, are you buying at a good time or a bad time? I personally would wait if I were you. And I'm going to explain why is that. And I want everybody to say, I wish everybody become a transfer of wealth. I wish everybody could be millionaires on this stuff, which you're not going to be making millions, but you can get houses from it, okay? If you got enough into it in the beginning, okay? It will buy a house outright for you. More than 500 ounces than Mike Maloney's talking about. But yes, the profit on that can buy you a home on 20% of what a home is valued, okay? Or less, a lot less. So let's get to it and see the great parts of generic bullion. Or bullion itself, okay? 2 time frames since 1971. It has been a transfer of wealth, and a massive one in the first one. Second one wasn't too bad either. 71, right, we'll get off the gold standard, $1.39. And in 1980, it peaked at $52.50, I believe. Somewhere around that range. You basically, or actually I would say basically, you did 50 times your investment in that 9-year period. Or even 1972. Or in those little years here. Okay? Massive. This is just the average price per year. This isn't what the highest price of the year is, okay? So 1980 was actually the $52.50. 9 years, 50 times your money. 50 times, people. That is a transfer of wealth. Okay? But the second time was around 1999, 98, 97. But, you know, it's a long period of time, so you really can't get too involved in too many years like that. But we'll stick with 99 because he's a very popular person here on YouTube, and Blanche P. Because he said in his video that he had 6,000 ounces that he purchased in 99 for about $4 an ounce. $24,000 worth, okay? And he traded that stuff in 2011. So let me go in here. These are all the other years. I'll get back to this later. There's a purpose for all these to be on my screen. Let me see what year. Okay, 11, my last year. So here was the peak of the 48.70, okay? 2011. Okay? We'll give him the benefit of the doubt and say he traded the silver for gold in about $40 range. It's kind of hard to actually pick the peak, but we'll give him close enough that he picked it in the 40s and not the 30s. Look at the benefit of the doubt. Okay, because that's in the middle. Let's just say he cashed out and didn't trade it for gold because the gold and silver ratio was very appealing to him at that particular time. That $24,000 and 6,000 ounces, do you know how much money that is? That was over $240,000. He made over $200,000 on silver in that time frame in 11 years. That is a transfer of wealth. You bought a house with that money. A house. Okay? Or 2002, 3, they were the same prices. I just use that as a prime example because people who know I'm talking about here. Okay, here's another one that was stolen for 2003. Okay, if you would have bought in 2003 and 2009 in an 8-year period, you saw the transfer of wealth. So less than a 10-year period, you have a shot to get a massive amount of wealth. Massive, that'll change your life forever most likely. Okay, if you had enough money and in the beginning, it bought you a house. Okay? Massive amount of wealth in a short period of time. And it did it twice in 71. Okay? So it has great appeal to it. Excuse me. Okay. Give me 1 second. I'll be right there, okay? Just give me 1 second, alright? Thank you. Now let's talk about the not so good goody parts. Or let's just talk about how did it get to those prices, okay? And what makes gold and silver go up there? So in 1970s, here, as you see the prices going up. Well, what ended up happening in the 1980s is that the Hunt brothers cornered the silver market. They literally had half the physical silver in their back pocket and rose the prices. And they tried to get other billionaires involved. In the meantime, the stock market wasn't doing too hot and people started panicking. Okay? Get out of here. So, this is what happens to gold and silver on fear. People, oh my God, the economy is going to crash. Oh no, we got to put our money in gold and silver. It's going to save us. Really? When? When did it save you? Just saying. Here's the time when you had our wars, World War II, right? Great Depressions. Nothing changed. Right? Both wars, World War I and II. Great Depression. At a time that people were jumping out the window, killing themselves because they can't feed their families, they didn't have jobs. The economy was crushed. Wow. They only had gold and silver in their hand, right? Oh, wait. It was backed by currency, wasn't it? That worked well. And these guys still want to go back into the gold and silver as real money stat, huh? That brainwashed. But anyway, fear and panic rises gold and silver prices. Fearing of a collapse, not realizing that citizens that it never helped you out before. And this is the reason why only 1% of the population invest in precious metals. Because if it helped you during these times, when it does happen, there'd be a lot more than 1% of people involved in it. Okay? Our U.S. government wouldn't even be selling us silver eagles. If they knew that the major collapse is coming and silver's going to save everybody, they'll keep every ounce and save the country. So then you'll be saved. Right? But no, they'll sell you 5 million ounces every month. As much as you want to buy, they'll sell you. Canadian Mint, they'll do the same thing. Philharmonics, you name it, they'll pump out as much silver as you want. Go call up APMEX. They'll load you up with 1,000 ounce bars. They'll sell you right now if you want them. If you are all that in silver, then go buy yourself a couple 1,000 ounce bars of silver if you really think it's going to help you. Huh? Cash out your 401k plan now. Couple 1,000 ounces bars from APMEX will save you. Not. 99% of citizens know exactly what's up. Now, let's go to the other one. That was the provision wealth transfer. 2011, right? What happened there? What do you think made it go up to these prices 2011? And it started going up in 2010, right? 9. Well, now I'm actually going backwards, so you're seeing it going downwards. So let me start where 2008 was, okay? So you guys understand what I'm trying to say here for the newcomers. People started getting scared. Oh, the economy, the stock market doesn't look great or whatever. You know, this and that. They've been saying that for centuries. The stock market isn't great. But let me tell you something. The stock market is the best preservation of wealth on the planet. Technically it is, between that and property. And those are the two things that all these people here that come talk about gold and silver are always trashing. Property and stocks. This is where the billionaires make their money. They don't make their money on gold and silver. They make their money on stocks and properties and businesses. Real assets that give you a monthly cash flow. That's something that sits in your closet or something for 20 years, collecting dust and doing nothing for you, praying that there's going to be another transfer of wealth again. So this is when the scares started coming. Oh, no, no, another stock market crash. Oh, no, no, silver's going to save us. Gold's going to save us. Hurry up. Oh, everything's crashing. The dollar's getting weaker. Oh, no. Oh, we're all going to die if we don't get gold and silver. Here's the big bubble. Pop, bust, dime. We all been suckered. And then I got into the 2012 believing that it's still going to go up. And that's what I kept hearing from all these people about this support line crap. Please. There's no support line. How many times I heard of support line? That is a bunch of BS to try to make things look fancy. That support line means absolutely nothing. How many times I heard that from 2012 to 14? That silver's support line, when it went up to $35, that's the most it went up when I had it in 2012. I got it in July of 2012. Silver was at 28 bucks. And it went up to 35 in about maybe September, October in that same year, like 3 months later. And after QE3 came out, it was all downhill. Done. See ya. And all they kept saying is, the support line is 30. It won't go below 30. It won't. Boom. The second it went back to 29, 28. The support line is 25. It can't go past 25. Boom, 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 boom. Past 25. Support line's 23. No way it can go past 23. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, it can't go past low 20. The miners will be starting to lose money. They're going to all go bankrupt and close. Boom, 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 boom. 17. Oh, this is definitely the bottom. Boom, boom, boom. 15. Oh, it cannot go. The miners are losing too much money. Oh, they're closing down. Oh my God, silver's going to go through the moon. They're just going to stop They're just going to stop mining the silver. Boom, boom, boom. $14.50. What's your support line now, fellas? Yeah, that's right. Run and hide underneath that rock. Stupid ass idiots. And getting stupid ass idiots like me to believe it. So that all you newcomers here, this is the channel you need to stay in tune to. I'm telling you. Don't you buy a damn thing until you have to watch this channel. I'm telling you. Don't get brainwashed, because you don't find channels like this that are trying to help people out, giving you the facts and real facts of what silver does. Not what people want to say, oh, the dollar's collapsing. Oh, it's going to save you. When in history it saved you when a dollar? You know what happens when a dollar collapses on a new monetary system? It happens overnight. What do you think the next one's going to be? Think they're going to use gold and silver? There's not enough gold and silver for everybody to have in their pockets. There's not enough gold and silver to back up our dollars because of growth problems. It'll restrict growth. It'll restrict economies. You can't have gold and silver as a currency and still be able to print massive amount of money to get growth started. It's technically impossible. Otherwise, don't you think all the governments around the world would have done it by now? Even when gold and silver was real money, what happened to all those empires in Rome? Go ask Rome. The Athens, go ask them. What happened to their gold and silver coins that they used? All they did was shave them down, cut them up, melt them down into brass and copper, and dilute them as well as their currency, just like we're doing with our paper. It makes no difference on what you use. It's how you use it, people. Real money, that's 5,000 years ago, and it's getting further and further away as real money. And I'm telling you, the new currency is going to have to be digital. They're going to get rid of all physical cash. It's just a pain in the butt. There's a lack of it too. It's never going to happen in hyperinflation, because if you did your real stats and homework on how much real physical cash is out there in this world compared to digital numbers, you'd be shocked. It is rare. It is as rare as rhodium is in the precious metal world. You wouldn't think so, but it is. All those billionaires, most of them don't stock cash in their back pocket. It's all digital numbers and in stocks and properties and everything else. Our paychecks is through digital. We pay our bills through digital. 95% of the money that we make, if not more, is all digital. How much money does people really take out of the bank on a weekly basis? That's why the banks don't have all our money in the banks, because there is no really cash. It's all digital. That's where we're headed to. That's why they tried the Bitcoin as a big scam. Just to get the feel for people to see if they'll buy into a digital currency. That worked real well, right? And that's what scares me about this digital stuff, because there's too many hackers. Computer, if you don't have internet, how are you supposed to buy something if the internet goes down at a store or something? I mean, I'm worried about this digital stuff that they want to do too. You know, I would love to see gold and silver back as currency, but I just don't see logically how it possibly could. Otherwise, all the countries would have done it. So trust me, silver is a time bomb. Got to get in, you got to get out when it's going down. Second hits that peak, second starts going down. When it hits a massive number, you got to get out, man. Transfer of wealth is what silver brings you. That's it. It's all that it's good for. 2 times in the last since 1971. Wait till it goes into single digits, because that was my last point I wanted to get. What was the last time it was a transfer of wealth? Single digits. When was the last time it was a massive transfer of wealth? That's right, low lows. We won't have to really get too much involved in that, because you know that was a very, very long time ago. But as you see, that was a very low point. Lowest is when it was in a very, very long period of time. You know, of course, it's over here. But after the Vietnam War, which pretty much they had to get off the gold standard to print money, because they couldn't do it with the gold because it restricts. Okay, it restricts. They had no choice to get off the gold standard. Had no choice. Not that we wanted to. We had no choice. Too many people. Too much growth in business. Too much everything. It has to get off. So that's what I'm trying to say. For the next transfer of wealth, silver is going to have to be maybe not as low as $5. It could be a 6 to 8. And trust me, if it gets down there, and it's for the reasons why I'm really scared about why I don't want to put my money in generic bullion and owning collector's items right now, is very scary. And when I get more information on that, I will definitely keep you guys untouched in that. And it doesn't look good for silver's future if this is really, truly true. And it could happen to silver. It's going to crush silver dramatically. It's going to destroy it. It'll keep it at this range forever. And miners can survive at $6 to $8 an ounce. And I got proof on that too. I'm doing more study. I'll keep you guys posted on that as well. It's not $18 an ounce. That's false, misleading, guiding information, 100%. I'm going to show you guys that. Thank you very much, and looking forward to your comments. It's all about timing, people.